Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be playing some Red Purple Law. Red Purple Law has been really fun, and I know he's gotten a lot of support recently with EB01 and OP07 cards, so I just decided to try him out again. And yeah, I mean, I do gotta say that the Reijus really do help out the deck with filtering cards, or not filtering cards, but being able to have that draw power, that extra draw power, so it really does feel nice. But into our first matchup here, we have a Gecko Moria, and this one I was a little scared about because I know that Gecko Moria is probably gonna be one of my hardest matchups. But turn one, I do play the Raise Max and the Gordon here, and he plays a Dr. Hogback off of his effect. So here I am just gonna use the Gordon to -3 the Dr. Hogback and play something off of effect, but I play the Ain first to ramp, swing 5 at him, see if he takes it or not. And yeah, honestly, like, okay, so he did take the hit, and I'm gonna -3 here, -3 the Dawn, play the Beppo to ramp, and then I pass turn. But yeah, this deck has been really fun to play, and it's just honestly into the Gecko Moria matchup. It's honestly, I guess, who has the better hand. And it also depends on, you know, if they have the Absaloms in their hand. And it's really cool because, like, if he does have Absaloms, like I see here, he is going to pop my Raise Max, which is fine because I do have the Trafalgar Law promo here. So he plays the Absalom, I'm just going to bottom deck it, and I'm never going to see it again throughout the whole match. So it's really cool. It's, you know, if your opponent, Gecko Moria, has like a lot of the Absaloms or a lot of the pop, it is going to be a little bit of a harder matchup. But yeah. So I swing 6k here, he counters out, I bottom deck the Absalom, and then I'm going to swing with the Beppo to ramp again. I play the Ain off of the leader effect, and then I just swing 5k again to his leader, constantly swinging 5k with all my bodies. So he's at 3 life, I'm at 2 life. He is going to swing 6k to probably the Beppo or my life. Probably the Beppo just to clear my board a little bit. Yeah, 6k to life, or to my Beppo. I'm gonna counter out with a Sanji. He does play a Hogback and gets the Perona from the trash, and then he plays a Kuzan. And at this point, I don't have my my cards to answer for his Kuzan, so that is gonna be a little bit of a problem. But I am at my 6th Dawn turn, so here I'm probably just gonna play the Eustace Kid. And I remember this turn, I was thinking kind of hard on what to do here. So I'm going to swing 5k with the Beppo first to ramp up first, and then I'm going to play the Kid so I can use my leader effect and get 1 Dawn back up. And I'm going to play the Ain from the leader effect, so I'm going to swing 6k with my Ain on board, and then I'm going to use my leader effect to replace the Ain that I just swung with another Ain and ramp. And then with the Eustace Kid, I will just get 1 Dawn set as active again. So I'll be able to swing with the Trafalgar Law promo card with 6k. So I swing 6k here, he takes it. And then I swing another 5k with the Ain. He counters out, and then I swing 5 again. And he counters out with the 2k. So I pass turn at that. And here I'm just going to see what he does. And he actually he gives up there. He had 2 Hinas, a Isho, and I think a Perona, so he wasn't getting what he needed. So we take the dubs against the Gecko Moria. Into our second match, though, we do have a katakuri here, and this matchup was really, like, weird. I don't know, like, he didn't play anything at all, so it was weird. But we're going first, and here I'm kind of like, okay, yellow does have pop, but really it's only Gedatsu and maybe some other cards that I'm not thinking of, like, you know, the OP07 Luffy. So I'm like, he probably doesn't have pop unless it's from trigger. So I'm just going to play the Raise Max here. So that way I don't have to play it again later and waste my Dawn on it. So I played it, and then he passes turn, and I swing 8k to life, and he takes it, no trigger. He's going to swing 8k with the Banish. I'm just going to take it because I don't want to get rid of all these cards in my hand in the beginning. Might as well just take the first one. But we do have a free target for our leader effect, so I'm going to play the Ain here, I guess. Probably the Ain, yeah. Play Ain, and then just use the leader effect to play the Beppo. So I swing 6k, he counters out with the 2k. I play an Ain to ramp, and then... Oh, okay, never mind. I play the Reiju. and the Reiju draws us into a Gordon and a Raise Max, so we definitely do have cards to answer for his bigger bodies. It's just a matter of when he's gonna play them. But he's gonna swing 10k to me, and I'm just gonna take it because I can't counter out. And then he passes turn at that, leaving 2 Dawn up. I am at my 5 Dawn turn, so I'm probably gonna play the Eustace Kid here, and use my leader effect, and probably use Eustace Kid, or play Eustace Kid, leader effect, the Shachi and Penguin on the board, and then get Dawn back. I get a Dawn active, and then 2 Dawn from the Shachi and Penguin. So yeah, leader effect, play the Shachi and Penguin, use the Shachi and Penguin first, and then use Captain Kid's effect. And then I'm gonna swing 6k with the Ain here. And this is where I did mess up. I should have been swinging with my characters first and then played the kid, because I thought about it. I was like, he's probably gonna get a trigger and pop my kid, and that's not gonna be fun. And he did, so yeah. But he countered out of my my second and third hit there with the leader and the Reiju, so we pass turn. He's gonna swing 10k again at the Reiju, and then he passes turn, not playing anything. I was really confused on why he wasn't playing anything. Yeah, I feel like if he would have played stuff, it would have been a better matchup for him. But I mean, I don't know. It's weird. He wasn't really playing any bodies other than the banish Onami. So I guess we'll take it. But yeah, our hand here is looking like we have a lot of minusing effects, and I'm just like, what do I do here? Like, I don't really have a lot of things that I can play other than the Beppo and I guess the Sanji. But the Sanji I would rather use as a counter, just because it's the only 2k I have in my hand. So I'm just swinging 6s with my leaders and my my normal swings, and then I'm probably gonna play the Beppo and not use leader ability, just so I can ramp up a little bit, or just so I can keep my Dawn up. Or maybe I do use leader ability, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. So I play the Beppo, and then I just pass turn at that. He's swinging 5 into my Shachi and Penguin, and I'm gonna keep it because I know he's at his 10 Dawn turn, and he's just gonna play a Big Mom, so let me keep all my bodies on the board. But he gets rid of my top life, and it was a Gordon, so that would have been another minus 3k. So here I'm just like, if I really wanted to, I can just minus 9k with 2 Gordons, or 2 Raise Maxes and a Gordon, and just get rid of that Big Mom. And I'm kind of thinking about doing that, but first I'm gonna be swinging with all my characters first. So he gets a trigger Onami, pops my Beppo, and here I'm calculating, okay, I need 2 Dawn for the Raise Maxes, and then I'm gonna play the Shiraya. I'm gonna hard play it, and then I'll use the leader effect to play the Sanji. So I have 2 Dawn to work with. I'm gonna attach 1 to the Shachi and Penguin. He gets a trigger here, and he thinks about it for a while, thinking if he wants to use it or not. And I'm like, okay, is it a Beiji, and is it gonna stop me from swinging? If it stops me from swinging, I mean, either way I got it. But I guess he got an Inurashi, and that's literally, he had no counter in hand. So we take the dub, yeah. And into our final matchup today, we did have a Vegapunk. The Vegapunk's matchup, if I don't remember it because I played it 2 nights ago, I want to say. But it was a long match. Every match that I have against a Vegapunk, it always lasts for the longest time. So I always put them at the end of the video just because it's like, it is kind of a boring match. It's literally just starving out the Vegapunk. But first turn I play the Gordon, and on his turn he just puts the Nico Robin at the top of his life. So I'm just gonna swing 5k, or not 5k, 8k, sorry, 8k to his life, and he takes it using the trigger, and I pass turn at that. He doesn't really have any pop. The only pop he does have is the Luffy, the 5-drop Luffys, and if he gets it off of trigger, he'll pop it, or he can play it and hard play, or just play it and then get rid of the Gordon like that. He could if he wants to, but that's kind of like a waste of using the Luffy, especially into Red Purple Law, so I wasn't really scared of him doing that. But he did put a Shaka on the top of his life. So yeah, here I'm kind of debating on like what to do. I play a Bond Clay, getting 2 Dawn up, swinging 7k to life. And here I'm like, okay, if he uses the trigger Shaka to get a blocker, I'm just gonna -3 it with the Gordon, and then play something off of the leader effect. But he actually doesn't use the trigger, so here I'm just like, okay, well, do I still want to use the leader effect? And I think I am going to, just so I can get the Reiju on the board, and then I get two 2Ks from it, which, you know, it does kind of suck, but we do have a lot of, we have the Gordon on the board, we have the Race Max in our hand, and we have the Trafalgar Law, so I'm not really mad about getting two 2Ks, because we already have a lot of minusing effects, and we do have some ramping. So he plays a 5-drop 7K Ace Rush, and swings into my life, and I just take it, and then he plays the Shaka into his life with his leader effect. So I'm on my 5-Don turn. Probably, yeah, I'm just gonna play the Eustace Kid, and then I'll use the Bond Clay to copy the Ace's power, and probably swing into the Ace just so I can clear it. If I really wanted to, I could minus it, but I'd rather just clear it with killing it. I don't know what I do here. We'll see. Okay, so it looks like I am gonna -3 the Ace, so he's gonna be at 4. Oh, right. I was testing to see if Mr. 2 would copy the minus power or if he would copy the base power. He ends up copying the minusing power, so I did learn that, but at this point I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna swing. I'm just gonna swing into it. I'm not gonna pop it because I would have to play a Gordon or a Raise Max into it, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, but I swing 5K into him with a leader swing, and he ends up using the trigger to play the Shaka, and then I just use my leader effect to play Beppo, getting 1 Don up again. Yeah, I did mess up there. I should have kept the Raise Max, so if he did play the Shaka, I could have just bottom decked it with leader effect, but I tested out that Ace thing, so we live and learn. It is what it is. But he has a Shaka on the board now, and he did play an Atlas he hard played the Atlas and then put the Please Save Me event card into his life, so he can't swing with the Shaka and then just get it back from his trash with that event card trigger. But he's gonna swing 8K into my Bond Clay, and I'm just gonna let it die. I was thinking about protecting it, but it's not worth it. But yeah, I'm gonna Raise Max here, and I'm probably just gonna Raise Max the Atlas, bottom decking it, and then I'll let him get value off of the Shaka with the event card. Or maybe I just, you know, yeah, okay, I was about to say maybe I just bottom deck the Shaka, but I'm just gonna bottom deck the Atlas. I'll swing 6K into the Shaka. We'll see if he lets it go, and he does because he has that event card, so I'll just play it again with the trigger. And here I'm debating on what I want to do, so I play a Mr. 2 again. I'm gonna bottom deck his Atlas and play the Sanji blocker. Okay, I was thinking maybe the Kid and Killer, but just so we can be a little bit more aggressive. I guess we play the Sanji blocker. So he does play the Luffy off of the event card, which I wasn't expecting, and then he takes another a 6K swing, and he gets a Lilith off of it and searches an Atlas. So it's on his turn now. He's probably gonna want to use the Luffy effect to pop my Eustace Kid, or pop the Bond Clay. The Bond Clay is gonna get a lot of not advantage, but it's gonna get a lot of play here, so he's probably going to either go for the Kid or the Bond Clay, preferably the Bond Clay, just because it is going to be a problem for him if he doesn't get rid of it. I'm just going to keep copying his 6K bodies, his 7K bodies, and if he has the 10 cost Ace, you know, I'm going to copy the 10 cost Ace. So let's see what he does here. He swings 7K into the Beppo, and I'm probably going to protect it here. I do have a 2K counter in hand, and then the 1K counter from the Law. But I just block with the Sanji, and then I 2K out of it. And then he swings another 7K into it. He's going to use that Luffy effect. So I kind of did want to protect it just so he can only Luffy effect one thing. But I had to let it go. There was no way I could have countered out. So he uses Luffy effect, and he's going to pop the Mr. 2, getting rid of 2 bodies. And that Usopp trigger is going to be a little bit annoying, getting plus 2K and having to, you know, swing with that plus 2K or whatever. So I'm just going to work on clearing his board again. We have the Raise Max and the 2 Law promos, so I'm just going to -2 the Lilith, and then bottom deck it, probably playing the Kid and Killer here. Oh, interesting. If I was... I feel like that was a misplay there. if I was gonna go that route, I should have -2'd the Atlas and then just swung 5s into the Lilith, and he probably would have let it go. But I mean, it is what it is. We still got the job done, but just a little bit inefficient. But yeah, I'm gonna swing 7k to life here. He's gonna get the plus 2k power from the Usopp, and then I'm just gonna swing 8k with the Kid and Killer, and he trashes a 2k. I probably should have swung 6 with Leader, and then just attached the last 2 Dawn to the Kid and Killer so he can give me more cards from that, but it is what it is. So he puts another Usopp in his life with the Leader effect, and then he plays a Shaka here. So I can minus it. Actually, no, it's a 6k body. I can't bottom deck it here. So we're probably just gonna swing with all we got here and just, you know, force him to counter out, block, and all that stuff. So I swing 7k into his life, and he takes it, getting the plus 2k. Swing 9k again. He takes it, and he gets a Lilith off the trigger. He's gonna search and draw Frankie, which is a 2k, so he does have at least one 2k in hand. And I think he hasn't used that Atlas from earlier, so he has another 2k here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna play the Trafalgar Law promo -2k the blocker, so that way he can't counter out if I do swing big here. So I'm gonna swing 7k to his Leader, and he's just gonna counter out using the 2k or the 2-drop event. And what did I swing 7k? Am I gonna swing with the blocker? Oh, I think I was trying to go for game here. And yeah, I was like, okay, if he blocks here, I'll just swing with the 8k. But I mean, I don't know what I'm doing here. I should have just swung big with Leader, forcing him to either give me more counter or blocking. But it is what it is. He has 2 cards in hand. He uses his Leader effect to play the Robin, so he's gonna get 2 cards later down the line. But he plays the Lilith and draws a Luffy 5-drop. So that is probably gonna come into play right now, and he's probably just gonna pop. Yeah, he's gonna pop my Kid and Killer. It's getting way too much value right now. And he's just gonna swing with the Lilith here. I have to let it go. I have to let the Sanji go because I can't counter out. And he leaves his blocker up. I was hoping here that I could get a minusing effect like a Maze Rax or a Gordon, so I can bottom deck that shotgun and go for game. But I don't. I draw into another Ain. So we're just gonna swing 5s here. Or we swung 7. He took it. He draws the 2 from the Nico Robin. And here I'm debating on if I want to go for his life or his Lilith. But I go 7k into life, and he counters out. So yeah, okay, that's what I thought I was gonna do. I'm gonna swing 7k into his life, and he counters out with the last 2 cards in his hand. And then I'm just gonna probably swing. Yeah, I'm gonna swing with the Kid into the Lilith, and he's gonna either let it go or block it. He lets it go. So I -3 play a Ain so I can ramp and have more bodies next turn, because he is gonna want to go for my board, knowing that I only have 1 card in hand and no blockers. So we'll play the Ain so I can have at least 2 swings with the Leader and the Ain guaranteed. But we pass turn. He's just gonna swing 8k to the Kid, and I let it go. There's nothing I could do, and then that's his turn. He can't swing. He doesn't want to swing with the Shaka because he only has the blocker, no life. So yeah, I swing 7k. He blocks it, and then I swing 5k. He counters out, and then I just play the Kid and Killer and just attach all done and swing with that, and I got game there. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I am having a lot of fun with Red Purple Law, so he is going to be the deck that I will play competitively just because he has been performing really good, especially into a Gecko Moria. And I know, into Black Yellow Luffy, I have the Shiraya, so that is going to help me with his constant 9k swings or his 9k life. So, yeah, it's looking like Red Purple Law is going to be pretty good into this meta, and I will be playing him competitively more. And, I'll still play the other decks that I've been uploading just as a side deck or as for fun decks, But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It really does mean a lot that you guys watch my videos and everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.